Shall I start? Okay. Thank you so much for having me here. Actually, I'm going to present my topic about one of the facts that everyone, when we become 18 years old, until we become retired, we are thinking about. And that's employment and also unemployment. And because unemployment is not only a social fact, but it can be an economical fact. It can change our life in terms of our success and also in terms of our income. So that's why the topic that I'm going to present here is the wage effect of unemployment history. And the data set that I'm using is from the American data set. So here is the content of this presentation. So let me first provide you a background for this topic. So there is a big question in labor economics, and mostly the labor economists, they ask why wage varies so much across workers. So different researchers try to connect this dispersion in wage to human capital, specifically experience, education, and many other factors that are related to human capital. But when they observed tenure and also education, there is still a big residual in wage dispersion. So it means that people with similar education and similar or identical characteristics, they still have different wage level. And one of the factors that may affect is reservation wage, because different people may have different reservation wages. So if someone provides you a wage higher than your reservation wage, you will accept that job. And when someone provides you less, you will not accept. But the question is, what will affect on your reservation wage? Why reservation wage between same people is different? And one of the factors that may affect is the unemployment history that the people may experience. And why the unemployment history may affect on wage level of different people, because when a person becomes unemployed, during the unemployment, we are losing some of our skill or our human capital. Because when we are not practicing our skills, our human capital, so we are forgetting that one. So that's why we try to not become unemployed. Or even when we become unemployed, we try to get rid of it as soon as possible. That's why during the unemployment history, our reservation wage may decline. So as we experience more unemployment history, so we lose more reservation wage. So that's why one of the factors that may affect on our reservation wage and difference between wage level of different people is the unemployment history that the people may differently experience. So that's why I designed this research together with my advisor professor to answer to three main questions. The first one, what happens to the wage dispersion among identical workers when they experience a loss of human capital during unemployment? The second one, does the wage effect of unemployment vary over time, recent unemployment and old unemployment? And the third one, does the effect of human capital loss on wage dispersion during unemployment vary across age group? And also, we try to find out across occupation to see what will happen in different occupation. So here are some of the literature review that talk about the wage dispersion and also effect of unemployment history on differences between wage level of people. And mostly, we become motivated by two papers, George 2015 and Ortigo-Marti 2016, which they have done for the case of European countries. So the data that we are using for this study is PSID, Panel Study of Income Dynamics, which is an American data set. And it's the longest panel data available in the world. So why we have chosen this one? Because when we are talking about unemployment history, so we need a longer data to measure the unemployment history, like for 5 years, for 10 years, before the observation. And in PSID, they provide a lot of information related to employment, income, wealth, expenditure, health, marriage, childbearing, and many other factors. So from 1968, PSID started to 2021, and also we have recently the 2023 data set as well. So from 1968 to 1997, it's conducted annually, and afterward it's conducted by each 2 years. So the empirical strategy that we are using is the panel study model. Why we are using panel study model? Because there are two main problems when we are using cross-sectional or any kind of data. The first one, there might be some unobserved characteristic that makes some workers more productive. In order to get rid of unobserved characteristic, so we need to use panel survey model in order to like get rid of some ability problem, something like that. And also it allows us to estimate how wage loss is related to unemployment duration. Because if we want to know unemployment duration, we have to have like panel data set. So this is the basic model that we want to find out the effect of unemployment history in terms of months. Actually, the PSID data set asks how many weeks you have been unemployment during the last year. So in order to make it continuous variable, we have to change it to monthly data to make it continuous. And also the XIT is some other factors here like potential experience, regional damage, or occupation damage, and many other control variable that we have here. So we are using fixed effect estimator, and also we are finding the effect of recent and also old unemployment history. If you see the third equation, in order to find out the recent unemployment history may have higher effect on wage loss or the older one. So, and also we are going to find out the occupation differences in unemployment wage effect, because maybe different occupation may experience different wage loss during the unemployment history. And also we are trying to find out the effect of unemployment duration on wage loss, and also by age. So what are the results? Here is just some descriptive statistic, and let's go to the main finding. And the main finding, first of all, we are providing some OLS estimation. As you know, in this OLS estimation, the first row, when we are finding the effect of unemployment history on wage loss, you can see all of them has a negative sign. It means as we increase controlling more variable, still we have negative wage effect of unemployment history. And also there is a suggestion by George 2015. It says that if we, it's better to not control for the occupation, because during the unemployment, people after unemployment, people may try to take like worse occupation because of getting rid of unemployment. That's why maybe some of the unemployment effect may change to the occupation effect. So that's why it's better to think about the effect of unemployment history while not controlling for occupation. So, and also when we are finding the fixed effect estimator, again, both when you are controlling for occupation or not controlling for occupation, we have a negative wage effect of unemployment history. That means one additional month of unemployment may reduce a wage level of a person by 1.26% or 1.27%. So, when we are finding the wage effect of unemployment history based on the different occupation, still we can see across different occupation there is occupational differences in wage effect of unemployment history. When we take the professional occupation level as a base category, and we compare other categories for that one, specifically in terms of OLS, we have two statistically significant differences in wage effects for the second and third occupation, and also for the third occupation by using fixed effect. But although the other one is also negative, but not statistically significant. So when we are talking about the unemployment history based on the like short term or long term, you can see here when we use like 5 years as a cutoff rate, as a cutoff score, or as a cutoff year. So people may, when we thinking about like recent unemployment, when we like make 5 years as a cutoff point, or either 10 years as a cutoff point, still recent unemployment history may have a higher wage effect than old one. Why? Because during the longer time, we may compensate some of our loss of a skill or some of our loss of wage. Because as time goes by, we may promote, we change our like wage rate. That's why the recent unemployment history may have higher negative effect on our wage level rather than the old unemployment history or longer time unemployment history. And also when it comes to wage effect of unemployment history based on different age level, we can see here the people that they age between 25 and 35, they have a higher unemployment wage effect, negative unemployment wage effect. And the lowest one is for the people which they are less than 25 years old, because they are still learning. They are in the process of learning human capital. But in between 25 to 35, because almost all people, they are in the labor market, so that's why we have higher unemployment wage effect. And also even for the people that they are going to retire for the exit age between 55 to 65, still we have negative unemployment wage effect. But surprisingly, for the people between 45 to 55, it's almost equal to for the average unemployment effect that we were talking in the previous slide about that. So this is what I was talking about today. And also we control for the occupation difference, for the duration difference, also that I don't have the table here. When the unemployment duration increase, also we may have more wage effect. For example, one person may experience one month for 3 times unemployment last year, but one person may experience 6-month unemployment just one time last year. So a person that who experienced 6-month unemployment last year, then a person who experienced 3-month unemployment for 3 times last year may have a higher negative wage effect of unemployment. So this is the finding that I have got until now. So as a conclusion, unemployment history has a negative wage effect, and also the wage effect of unemployment history is vary across occupation. And also the short-term effect of unemployment is larger than long run. And the negative effect of unemployment history vary based on age group. And mostly the people aged between 25 to 35, they may experience a higher negative wage effect during their unemployment. So this was my presentation for today. Thank you so much.